Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Alora. Finally, I have time to sit down and talk about my experience in Italy. I just didn't have time since I came back to Canada. I've been working and I also got sick. Yeah, the weather here hasn't been nice. It's been raining, it's been sunny. The temperatures go up and down. But anyways, we're actually sitting down here to talk about my experience in Italy and some things that I learned comparison to North America. I decided to do a few points here on my laptop. We're going to be talking about their lifestyle, their fashion, the public transportation, job situation, the food, and Italian men. Of course we have to talk about Italian men. Okay, so let's start with like their lifestyle. In Italy, I cannot talk about every single country in Europe because I only went to Italy, but what I've noticed about Italy is that life there is so much more relaxed. Like a lot of people have one job and that's it. In comparison here to North America, people have 1 to 3 jobs. I am an example of it because I have 3 jobs. You know, back in Italy, people are way more relaxed when it comes to life. They like to enjoy it more. But here in North America, we're always thinking about money and thinking about it's basically just making money. And this is one thing that I noticed too, like a lot of Italians will go to a cafeteria and then will like sit down and relax with their coffee, espresso, whatever they drink. And here in North America, you see a lot of people like walking with their coffee in their hand. We don't do much of a sitting down and just talk to other people, right? Life in Italy is way more social than here. And here in North America, we don't socialize as much. I mean, if we are going to socialize with other people, it would probably be by going like out at night, like drinking beer or something like that, but we don't really socialize in here much as there in Italy. I also noticed that Italian people are more approachable than here because they're more of a social thing in there. It's very easy to talk to them even though you don't speak Italian. They will try their best to talk, whatever questions you have, they will try the best to like answer you back. Some of them, they do speak English, but a lot of them, they do understand Spanish. But if not, the whole point is that they really trying to help you as much as possible if you have any questions. I didn't see a lot of like technology. They do have technology. I'm not saying that they don't have any technology at all. They do have some technology, but when it comes to North America, here everybody has the latest iPhone, the latest computer, the latest Android, the latest camera. Like technology here in North America, it's so advanced. What I noticed back in Italy, it's like technology is not like a big thing. It's good because a lot of people here in North America, they're like on their phones all the time. I didn't see that in Italy. Like a lot of people like to talk, they're not on the phones, and that was actually a really good thing. I was not on my phone, I was just watching people doing that. So yeah, it felt good. It felt really good. I didn't feel judged. In North America, a lot of people like to stare at you with like a really bad look and stuff like that. I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but in Italy, I felt like a more friendly environment. Like if you smile at them, they smile back and they say hi to you, and like I felt very welcome. I didn't feel like an outsider. As a tourist, I didn't feel like a tourist in Italy. I felt very, very welcoming. And you're also, I felt very welcome in a restaurant as well as the locals. Their food is amazing. I will talk about the food later on. But when you go to like a restaurant and you didn't finish the meal, they're like, why you didn't finish this dish, you should finish it. Like, it's like kind of like an offense to them of why you didn't eat the whole food. Don't get me wrong, the food was delicious, but I was just getting full. Same thing when you go to like someone's house and you didn't finish their food. It's like, I cooked this for you. You should finish it. You should appreciate food. And don't get me wrong, I do appreciate it. I don't eat a lot. Trust me, I don't eat a lot. And when it comes to their dinner or their lunch, it's like quite long, which I will mention later on. But yeah, overall the lifestyle is they're very open-minded people. I know some people say that North Americans are somewhat open-minded. No, we're not. I would say Italians are way open-minded. I kind of feel like they were more sociable people than we are. In North America, we're not that friendly with each other. Yeah, we're not that friendly. I kind of felt Italians were more welcoming and very humble people. And yeah, I had an amazing experience with them. Okay, so now let's talk about the fashion. So the fashion was totally different from North America. It's a whole different world, especially in Milan. When I went to Milan, you can definitely tell who's from Milan and who's from like outside of Milan. I've kind of felt people from Milan, they dressed up really, really, really nice and very fashionable. I kind of saw that people had different fashion in Italy. Like, you won't see the same type of fashion on different people. And here in North America, because what is considered to be on trend, like something that is trendy, like this hairstyle is trending or this type of makeup is trending, a lot of people will tend to go with the same hairstyle and the same clothing or the same type of makeup because it's trending. And therefore, I think in North America the fashion is not as diverse as in Europe, because people just tend to copy one another because it's on trend. I did not see that in Italy. A lot of people have their own sense of fashion and everybody just looked different, and they look really good with whatever fashion they had. They looked really good. Another thing that I noticed is that I didn't see a single person with plastic surgery. We have to talk about this. A lot of North American people, like even guys too, like women and guys, they will get plastic surgery to get a certain look on their face, like the high cheekbones, the fox eye, or the eyebrow lift, or the Botox, or the chin implant, whatever they want to do to their face. And everybody looks the same in North America because everybody gets the same plastic surgery, especially the nose one. In Italy, I did not see that. Like, I saw a lot of natural faces, a lot of the Mediterranean nose, which is beautiful. Everybody had a different face. It was nice to see everyone looking natural instead of plastic, and everybody just looked different. Let's talk about the job situation. So I did talk to some Italians, mostly on the plane and at the airport, and I asked them why you move out of Italy. I had to ask, right, because Italy is such a beautiful country, but I still want to know why they're moving out of Italy and migrating to other countries. A lot of them said that the job situation in Italy is not that good, especially in the south. A lot of them said that you will have the best shot in Milan if you want to grow professional, but a lot of the Italians, what they do is that once they finish university, they will like move out of the country to get experience I don't know how many years, but they will go back to Italy, and then once they have experience, you will get paid good. That's in Milan. They didn't really mention any other city, but a lot of them said that there's not a good chance to like grow professionally and make money, because that's a North American thing. Like a lot of people here in North America, they definitely want to make money, and as I mentioned earlier, we live the hustle life. Like you have to, you can get as many jobs as you want, you can work, you can make money here. Like, let's be real. It is what it is. So yeah, a lot of them just move to North America or whatever other Northern European countries to get a job, and then they will go back to the countries. Obviously, the job situation is not that good. Like there's not a lot of opportunities to grow professional, and the only city that would do that would definitely be Milan. That's the most expensive city, and some of the Italians just live outside of Milan, like on the little villages, and they would just take the train to go into town, which I will talk about public transportation later on. Let's talk about public transportation. So public transportation is actually really good. Like it's really nice. I did take the train a lot. You can take the train anywhere in Italy. It's so nice. I didn't take a bus, but I did see a lot of buses in Rome, which is the capital of Italy. But the train system is really good, and it's not that expensive. I didn't see it too that expensive. Of course, if you take the train every day, I mean, it can easily become expensive, but the train system is really good. You just have to take just look it up on the website. What time does it come? What time does it leave? Depart. It's the same thing here in Canada. We also have a website where we look at the schedule of the train or the buses to see at what time it comes. Because waiting for a bus in the winter is... Because I remember doing that when I was in college. When I was in university, I was waiting for the bus in the winter. So yeah. Public transportation is really good. It's clean. They have internet. I think that was the most like advanced technology that I saw in Italy, was definitely the train. You can connect to the internet there. We don't have them in here, actually. No train in Canada has internet inside. That's what I noticed about the train in Italy. They do have internet, so it was awesome. Like, I love the public transportation in Italy, so yeah. They even have a really good, when I was in Milan, subway. It was huge. I mean, here in Calgary we don't have subways, but in Toronto we do, and in New York, obviously New York is such a big city, it has a subway and everything like that. So yeah, that was awesome. I say the public transportation in Italy, it's really good, especially for the people who don't live in the city and they live like in villages. You can go to a village to a city, or a village to another village, or from a big city to another big city, and so on. It depends what type of train you take. If you want to go from a big city to another big city, like for example Milan to Rome, or Milan to Florence, or Milan to Venice, you definitely have to take the train with this like which is the, I think it's called the bullet train. It goes extremely fast. I think it's 300 kilometers per hour. When I was on the train, I kind of like saw the speed that it was going. It was pretty close to 300 kilometers per hour, so that's pretty fast. Yeah, I think it's called the bullet train, or the tren veloce. I'm trying to learn Italian, actually. I'm teaching myself Italian, so yeah, it was really nice. Really good public transportation for sure. Yeah, I loved it. Let's talk about the LGTBQ part. I feel like we have to mention this because I didn't see, I'm pretty sure there's gay people in Italy, but it's not that common there. Italy is very big on family, and they do I think they're Christian. Most of them are Christian. Gay marriage, it's not very common in Italy. I don't know, I really have to like look into that, but I don't think there's a lot of gay people in Italy. There's been a huge thing going on here in North America when it comes to like gay people. I mean, it's all over the internet that women, that guys, I don't even know. I'm so confused too. But in North America, a lot of people say that I identify as this, I identify as non-binary, I identify as a blah blah blah. There is no such thing in Italy. Like, a woman is a woman and a man is a man. All of these mental health issues is literally happening here in North America, more in the US than Canada, but Canada is also getting there. I didn't see the gay flag, the pride flag. I don't know what kind of flag it is, but I think I'm gonna show it on the screen. This type of flag, I did not see that anywhere in Italy. I don't know, like, people there, they're still, woman is a woman, a man is a man. I didn't see any scandal of that, of gay people or the pride thing or anything like that. I didn't see gay people at all. Like, a man looked as a man and they dressed up as a man, and a woman dressed up as a woman. Like, I didn't see any mixed gender. Yeah, there's no such issues there in Italy. Yeah, all this thing is happening here in North America, that people describe themselves that I identify as this, I identify as a camera, I identify as a chair, I identify as a dog. Like, what? What's going on with people here? Like, back in Italy, everything was normal, which it was really nice to see. Let's talk about food. I feel like this is such an important topic because, as I mentioned earlier, Italians are very into like their food. They cook really, really good. What I noticed is that they don't eat a lot of meat. They eat a lot of pasta, for sure. There's all different types of pasta. They eat little to no meat. And that was very interesting because here in North America, we're so used to like eating a lot of pork or a lot of chicken or just a lot of meat in general. And when I went to Italy, because I was walking too much here and there, I kind of felt a little bit weak because I'm used to like eating a lot of meat. I mean, eating too much meat is not that healthy. You gotta like balance it too. But yeah, and their lunch or the dinners, it goes very, very long. They have a first plate, second plate, third plate, fourth plate, and so on. They usually do is that they bring like a big plate, and then you have your own plate, and you just like take from that. Yeah, their lunch and dinner, like it goes like, it can go from 2 to 3 hours, and people just social out on the table. They just talk. But yeah, I was like, wow, this is actually long. Like, first place, second place, fourth place. It's like, it's crazy. Like, here in North America, we just eat like one plate and that's it. But yeah, that was interesting to see. The gelato is really, really, really good. The milkshake is good. The lasagna, the pizza. I heard Naples food is the best. I did not have time to go to Naples. I wish I could have gone to Naples since it was kind of close to Rome. But I heard the best pizza is definitely from Naples. So yeah, well, next time I go to Italy, I'll definitely go to Naples and the south of Italy. Let's talk about dating. I didn't date anyone in Italy. Shit. I wish I could have. I did observe couples in Italy, and obviously here in North America, everybody knows that North American dating, it's not the way it used to be before. We are very much in this hookup culture where people get together. You know, when two people are together, it doesn't mean it is a relationship. This is only here in North America, but when people get together, we're just casually dating, or we're just seeing each other, we're just hooking up. This is what's happening in North America. People get feelings and then they break up, and then one of them gets hurt. There's not communication at all. But I didn't notice that in Italy, and I also read a few articles too to make some research. Of course, because I didn't date anyone there, I have to do research before I make this video. But what I noticed in Italy is that people, when they get together, they could be dating, but they're not seeing someone else at the same time. Like what's happening here in North America, like when you are with someone, because you're not in a serious relationship with that person, you are allowed to see someone else. This is what's happening in North America. Like people in the casual dating state, they're seeing multiple people at the same time, and they're having intimate relationship with multiple people at the same time. I can't really say like that I didn't see it in Italy, but I assume Italians are not like that because they're so family oriented people. Like family is so important to them. I don't think Italian people will be dating multiple people at the same time. I don't think they have the hookup culture. I mean, some people might do it, but I don't think it's like a common thing in Italy to like date multiple people at the same time, have relationships, like intimate relationships with multiple people at the same time. Yeah, like I feel like Italians are quite old school, and I actually like that. Italians are, they're seeing someone, they might see that person and just focus on that person instead of just seeing multiple people, and see where things go. If it doesn't go well, they break up and they start seeing someone else. But at least they're not like, you know, I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but in Italy it just seems to be that way. I don't think people are much into the hookup culture. I don't know, but that's what I observed in Italy. Also, a lot of couples, they do show a lot of PDA on the streets, and people here in North America, they're weird about that. Like they're like, oh no, I don't want to show PDA on the streets or on the stuff. Like in Italy, they don't really care. I saw a lot of couples on the train station, you know, like walking by hand. Like there's a lot of PDA in Italy. Like they really don't care about that. Yeah, so which is something that, yeah, I liked. The dating culture seems a little bit like more stable here in North America. Like North America, it's not good. It's not good at all. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Italian men. This is my favorite topic. Okay, so I heard since I was younger that Italian men are very, very good looking. And you know, I've seen it from movies and I've seen it on the internet. But when you actually go to Italy, yes, they are. I have to say that they're even better looking than women there. Don't come after me, but that's what I saw. I saw beautiful women, but I have to say that men were more beautiful than women were in Italy. I was like, what is this place? There's so many good looking guys. I don't know if it's like the way that they dress, or is it like their facial hair, or I don't know. I really don't know, but I was like, wow, Italian men are beautiful, and it's very easy to talk to them. Like they're the type of people, they're the type of man that they have no problem approaching to you and telling you straightforward what they want. I don't know if I should say it like that, but they're very, like, if they are into you, I think they will let you know by their actions. I had a couple of experiences on the train station. But when they're interested in you, they will like look at you and not break the eye contact. Like they want to let you know that they're looking at you. I actually like that. Like, it's not here in North America that people go like this. No, in Italy they look at you and then you keep on staring at you, like to let you know that they're interested in you. So yeah, so I had a couple of encounters. The train, it was twice, no, actually 3 times. At the train station too, where I encountered, like, yeah, like I experienced, like, it was a good experience. But what happened was that the guy, so the first, oh my god, I don't even know where to start. But there's one guy that I saw at the train station that I was just sitting down, and then I sat down next to him. I was just waiting for the train, and then he was taking a selfie. He was taking a selfie like that, right? And then my whole back appeared on the selfie, like not my face, because I was just sitting down. Like, I looked and I saw his phone, like him taking a selfie, and my back, like this part of my back just appeared on the selfie, like not my face. And then he looked at me, and then he just started talking to me in Italian. Because I speak Spanish, I was able to understand a lot of the stuff that he was saying to me, like just simple question, where are you from, what's your name, stuff like that. And you know, I was able to talk to him with my little tiny bit of Italian. And he was like, oh, your Italian is really good. I'm like, oh, well, I speak Spanish, so it's a very similar language, right? But very easy to talk to. The other encounter that I have, it was when I was going on the train. This guy, he was also sitting down, and then he saw me. I think that was like in Florence. I was just you know, walking to the train, and then he was like, I saw him staring at me, and then I went to the train, like the coach, I think, is because the train has different coach, right? So I went to like the number that it was the one that I paid for, and he was following behind me. And then I looked again, and he was like really looking at me. Didn't have a chance to talk to him because, well, we were just getting on the train. I went on this way, and I think he went to the other side. But yeah, he was staring at me very, very like deeply. It's like when they are staring at you, it's like they're like eating your soul. I don't know how to describe it, but when Italian men that look at you, it's like they're literally looking into your soul. I was like, holy shit, this is so intimidating, like, but I liked it. So yeah, that was like the second encounter that I had on the train. The other encounter is like this guy who works on the train. I saw him twice, by the way, like 2 different days. It was the same guy, and he was so good looking guy. The first time I saw him, I think we were just going home. Like, he was very nice. Like, he kind of knew that I spoke English because I don't look Italian, I look American. So he tried his best to speak in English. I thought that was really cute that he tried to speak English, but he was just trying to explain to me which stop I should like get off of the train, because there was like a missed time or something like that. Something happened, and I ended up getting in the wrong train because it happens, obviously. I was just trying to get home on time, not too late at night, so he was just trying to explain to me. But I kind of noticed that he was like, when he was talking to other passengers, he was like kind of like glancing back, and I appreciate that. And the second time I encountered him, obviously it was better because he saw my face before. I was like, oh, it's you again, you're the guy from last time. So the second time that I saw him, you know, it was the same. He was just working on the train. We didn't have time to talk. Yeah, we tried to talk, but it was the language barrier made it impossible, and he was working. And he seems like to be very, very friendly. He treated everybody like super nice on that train. Obviously he has to, because it's customer service. Anyways, the other guy that I saw, yeah, there were a lot of guys. Holy shit. I think it was on this train too, but he was just going to like a different city. It's like a lot of the experiences that happened in Italy, it was just like a lot of like staring. Like I said earlier, a lot of the Italian men will stare at you, and they're not afraid to show that. Very approachable. They will come and talk to you like it doesn't matter. Like, and I'm pretty sure they will do this with like any women. They want to come and talk to you and treat you like a princess and stuff like that. Like, that's Italian men, and that's what I experienced in Italy. Even though I didn't date any of them, but that's what I experienced in Italy, based on like on the staring and the way that they talk to you. It's so like, wow. Like, it was nice. It was nice to experience a different thing. And this is often what I heard, like European men are way different than North American men. So yeah, it was nice. Anyways, another point is like, if you try to speak to them in Italian, they will appreciate it, because it seems like you have taken some effort to learn their culture, their language, their food, their history. There's so much history in Italy, and if you take some time to learn a few things about Italy, or just the language, and try to speak to them, you know, try to like communicate with them in Italian, they really appreciate it. I mean, they won't make fun of you if you made a mistake. Obviously, everybody who learns a new language makes a bunch of mistakes, but they will definitely appreciate that you try to speak to them in Italian, and then you get involved with their culture. Okay, battery died. Anyways, I did buy a few things for myself. I didn't want to buy a lot because I, you know, spent quite a bit of money in Italy, but I can't help to buy this beautiful shirt. Oh, it's from Venice. I forgot where I bought this thing, but this shirt, I bought it in Venice. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at the girl with the Venice bridge. This is beautiful. From Venezia. Yeah. Look at that. It's so cute. Beautiful shirt. I also bought this in Venice. This is a hat. You guys know that I love hats, even though I don't usually wear them on my YouTube videos, but I do wear a lot of hats. This is a hat. It says Italia on the on here, and it's got like a lot of different I don't know what you call this in English, but I mean, it's a hat for a girl. So I was like, I need to get this. It's so beautiful. Look at that. This is how it would look. Like this. Yeah, I love this hat. Can't wait to use it. I think I bought that one in Venice too. I bought this hat. This is a French type of hat. I bought this in Rome. I always wanted to have this type of hat because it looks so European and so like French style. And French people, they also have a really good sense of fashion, right? Like, I heard Italians and French people, they always compete to who has the best fashion, but this is how it looks. It looks so cute. And this is the last hat that I also bought in Rome. Like a nice leather hat. It's the same style, but it's just leather. I have a leather jacket. I might have to buy more leather jacket. This is so cute. Look at that. French girl vibes. I need to learn French. I really like the French style, so why not? Because people here in North America, they don't dress like this. Like, the fashion in Europe is so much different. Like, you can tell that they are European just because of the fashion, right? It's so classic. Their fashion is classic. Our fashion here, it's not classic. I don't know what to call it, fashion here, but it's not classic at all. Their fashion is very classic, you know? Yeah, and those are the things that I just bought for myself, because why not? So yeah, overall, I did have an amazing experience in Italy with the people. People are super friendly. humble people. They're very hardworking people. Like when you see it on YouTube, it's different, but when you experience it there in Italy, you can actually see that these people are very hardworking. And I noticed that in Venice. I don't know if you've seen those people that on the boat, you know, like a lot of tourists will be like taking selfies, taking pictures. But those people that go on the boat, it's a very tiring job. Like I can tell it's tiring. On a video it doesn't look too tiring, but when you see it in person, you know, like doing that under the sun for hours just to get some, you know, some money, it's quite a tough job. Like I really appreciate those people who do it, because you know, you gotta appreciate things. And to be honest, I didn't see a single woman doing that type of job. It was mostly men, because I assume it's like a very tough job that women probably would get tired pretty fast of doing it. So yeah, I was very amazed by the people who did that type of job. Another situation that I saw, it was in Rome. I was eating at this restaurant. Well, first of all, it was like a street. On this side of the street there were a bunch of restaurants and it was full. On this side of the street there were like 2 restaurants and it was not like that many people, and I just happened to be on this side of the street. So she came and asked me if I wanted to eat something, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it, because there's not a lot of people here. She probably wants, there's a lot of competition in Italy when it comes to cafeterias and restaurants. There's a lot of competition, so there wasn't a lot of people, there wasn't anybody in her restaurant. So I decided to sit down and, you know, spend some money there. And how nice of me. And then she was really nice, and while I was eating, she was trying to get other people to sit down too. And then, you know, I was just looking at her and she caught me looking at her, and then she told me, she said it in Italian, but I understood. She said, I'm just working, I'm sorry, but it's really tough work. I'm like, don't worry, you do what you have to do to, you know, to attract people to get some money, right? A lot of people she talked to, they weren't hungry or they weren't interested. But yeah, I appreciated people, you know, who work really hard, and that's what I saw in Italy. A lot of hardworking people, very nice people, very humble. I was going to mention something else and I forgot. I had an amazing experience in Italy. I will definitely go back to Italy 100%, because why not? I heard the south is beautiful, and I definitely wanna go to the south next time I go to Italy. Oh my god, honestly, I've been sick for like forever. But anyway, I really enjoyed this trip. I had an amazing time. I didn't plan anything. A lot of people were asking me, where are you going, like what city are you going to? I was like, I don't know. I literally planned everything there. And let me tell you, I would not recommend to plan everything there. Because you kind of feel like overwhelmed, right? Like if you want to book things like hostels and the train, you have to book it. Yeah, booking a train is like booking a plane, but obviously a plane you have to book ahead of time. But yeah, the train, yeah, you have to book the train. Oh, I also forgot to mention about hostels. I stayed some pretty cheap hostels. It was like under 100 euros for like 1 night or 2 nights. It was actually very cheap and in very good conditions. And I mean, I didn't really plan anything before. I just planned it in Italy, like the hostels, the booking of the train. It was kind of like a crazy trip. I don't think I'm going to do that again. I think next time that I would going on a trip, I'll definitely book ahead of time. I think it's the best to do it that way. But to be honest, even though I didn't plan anything, the trip turned out to be really good. I really enjoyed it. Hanging out with Italian people and learning a lot from the culture. Would I be interested to date an Italian guy? 100% yes. As I had a really bad experience here in North America, I am no longer interested in dating North American guys. Is my experience in Italy. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. Comment down below, give it a like. Comment if you ever traveled to Italy and what were your experience here. I would love to hear it. and I will see you in my next video. Ciao!